Hey guys, here's the tutorial for Mercury Aces. It's a great little packet trick and it's also pretty easy, so I know all of you will be able to do it. All you need are 4 aces, 4 kings, and just a normal deck of cards. For the setup, you're going to put down the ace of hearts, the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of clubs, followed by the king of hearts, the king of clubs, the king of diamonds, and the king of spades. So that is the setup. All of these cards are going to go on top of the deck, and now you are set up for the trick. To start out, you can just deal off the 4 aces, and after this, you're going to need to get a pinky break underneath the 4 kings that are now on top of the deck, because you're going to be adding them to the 4 aces in a second. So get a pinky break underneath the 4 kings, and as you go to square up the aces on the deck, what you're going to do is steal away the 4 kings. You should now have 8 cards in this packet, the 4 aces with the 4 face-down kings underneath. Next, you're just going to count off the aces. And keep in mind that this ace of hearts here has the 4 face-down kings underneath it. So there's 5 cards here and it's pretty thick. And throughout the trick, you want to keep a nice firm grip on the packet and make sure that the edges are nice and square so that none of these cards are exposed and ruins the trick. So now what you're going to be doing is a slight variation of the Ascanio spread. Now the normal Ascanio spread looks like this, but I've varied it a little to look like this. That way you don't have to reorder the cards in the packet, because personally, I don't like to reorder cards during a trick because sometimes a spectator will wonder, well, why are you reordering the cards for no reason? Just some people have asked me that before. Anyway, I'm only going to give you a brief overview of the Ascanio spread, so if you want a more in-depth tutorial, I put a link on the screen. So what's going to happen is you're going to thumb off the top card, and then slide out the bottom 2 of this packet, so now all of these cards are here, to show that an ace is turned over. What this is going to look like from underneath is you're going to slide out 1 card, and then now you're going to slide out the bottom 2 just like that. And that's going to show that an ace has turned over. You're going to be doing this a few more times, so once again, thumb off the top card, slide off the bottom 2, and now a second ace is turned over. Again, what you want to do, slide off the top card, and then slide out the bottom 2 to show that the third ace is turned over. And for the final ace, you're actually going to do a normal Ascanio spread. Rather than peeling it off, you're just going to slide it like this, and then slide out the bottom 2 to show that all 4 aces have turned over. Next, you're going to turn the packet over, and you should be set up like this, with the 2 kings on the bottom, 2 kings on the top, and the 4 face-down aces in the middle. Now, once again, do the slightly varied Ascanio spread, peel off the top card, and then slide out the bottom 2, to show that we now have the 4 kings. Take these 3 kings that are normal, and now what you're going to do is put them on top of the king that has the 4 aces underneath it. And then you can set all of this down on the deck and cleanly deal off the 4 kings, and it looks like you only had 4 cards throughout the entire trick. So now the 4 aces will be on top of the deck. To get them face up in the middle, you're going to be doing a Browie reversal. Once again, I'm only going to give you a brief tutorial of the Browie reversal, but if you do want a more in-depth tutorial, I'll put a link on the screen for that. To start out, you want to get a thumb break underneath the top 4 cards, which are the aces. After you have a thumb break underneath these cards, you're going to take about half of the cards off the bottom, reverse them, and put them on top of the aces. So now this packet should look like this, with the aces on the bottom, and then these cards on top. Next, take the remainder of the cards, reverse them, and put them on top. And what this is going to do is take the 4 aces and reverse them on the bottom of the deck. Now all you have to do is just cut them into the middle, turn the deck over, and if you spread through the cards, the 4 aces should be the only face-up cards in the entire deck. And that is the tutorial for Mercury Aces. I hope this was helpful, but if you are still confused, ask me a question in the comments or send me a personal message, and I will see you guys next time.